And welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Seattle Sounders FC versus Colorado Rapids. It's going to be a good one, I can tell you that much. Sunday night, first Sunday night football of the year in MLS. Waiting all day for Sunday night. It's finally time to say game on. Going to be a good one. Should have some fun with this. Seattle Sounders at home, the reigning CONCACAF champions, and a team that almost beat Al Ahly playing the Colorado Rapids, who are trying to rebound from a down season last year, of course. Schmetzer versus Robin Fraser, two good coaches. Should be an enjoyable game. The one game today on the opening weekend Sunday. Of course, we have some on Monday as well. We have a Monday Night Football as well, because of Portland SKC getting postponed to Monday, so we'll be here for that as well. So a good opening weekend. That would mean I've watched 5.5 games this week. So by the end of opening weekend. So that's pretty good. Season pass is amazing. I'll watch as many games as I can every week. I think there's a possibility for like 2.5 or 3 next week, but even if I don't cover them, but you know what I mean. So with that being said, we got Graham in the house. I guess you are second, which means Connor is third. How we doing, Connor? Sorry about that blowout loss last night for the crew. But it's going to be a season where they got to figure out how to play under Williford Nancy, but they'll get hot at some point. But with that being said, let's talk about these starting 11s for tonight. The Seattle Sounders, Stefan Fry in goal. The back four, Alex Roldan, Yeimar Gomez Andrade, Jackson Reagan, Nuhu Tolo, the back four. Midfield, to João Paulo and Albert Rusnak, defensive midfielders. Attacking midfield, Jordan Morris, Nico Ladero, and Christian Roldan, and Hebert up top. Then finally for the Colorado Rapids, we got William Yarbrough in goal. The back four, Keegan Rosenberry, Andreas Maxo, Lalas Abubakar, Alex Gershbach. Midfield three, Cole Bassett, Ralph Pariso, Connor Ronan, and the front three, Michael Barrios, Darren Yapi, and Sam Nicholson is what we got for the Rapids. How we doing, Rory? So, should be a very interesting 90 minutes. One game today. We're right on time, okay. But be ready to go. And then we got Monday night, of course. So much hail in Portland right now. Hopefully, I'm sure Kansas City are there right now, because if they weren't, damn, it got to severe weather up there. I guess I'm going to have to watch back Ryan Hall's stream after this is over when he's covering all the severe weather, see if he touched on it. Probably not, because Oklahoma's getting hit hard right now. Probably not, but. And it seems like that Oklahoma weather will come over here overnight, so possibly could be some severe weather overnight, so probably have to keep it on Fox Weather after, so. But, hail. Damn. Tomorrow was supposed to be more snow. It's an orange ball, but still. The West getting it bad. But again, waiting for this game to start, kickoff. Of course, the stream is going to truly start in a couple of seconds for them. Season pass. It's so much easier, Season pass on every TV, the picture looks better. The ease of access is just so much better. The look, like, it's all in one place. Seattle got a few years. Oh, yeah, I remember. They did. They did get that a few years ago. Yeah, I remember now. Hearing about it, I should say. But we got a good 90 minutes And then we have Monday night, of course, tomorrow night, Portland versus SKC. That could be crazy as well. So I think it will be a great game. 2 more Western games to finish out the weekend. TFC's only right on the playoff. Ironically enough, TFC is 10th place right now on the table. So they're right on the playoff line after all that BS. That either says how easy it is to make the playoffs or that just shows how bad. I don't know. We'll find out, though. Teams are walking out. Colorado's going to wear their burgundy and light blue. Well, actually, wait. That may not be a giveaway. I mean, wearing a light blue jersey against a light green mint jersey probably isn't, not mint, but probably not the best idea. I'm guessing it's going to be the maroon kit. Or the burgundy, I should say. Similar. Maroon and burgundy are similar, so don't get mad at me. Very similar. I think every game is seeing that opening vignette that they showed against New York and Philly. So I've seen it like 4 times. I respect it, though. It's a pretty good one. I mean, MLS is going all out this week, I have to say. You could also, tonight's game is also on FS1, by the way. But I think Season Pass is better. I've heard from some people that the FS1, like Nashville yesterday, was a different feed entirely. And it wasn't as high quality as what they had on MLS Season Pass. So, to me, personally, Leagues Cup, I'm probably watching as much as I can on Season Pass. Unless they do like 2 DNA specific games. But for me, Season Pass, they say FS1 doesn't even compare. So, that's actually smart, though, if you think about it. Pacific Northwest weather is peak. It looks clear in Seattle. I know Portland's getting it bad, but it looks clear in Seattle for what you would call clear. But I don't think it's raining yet. So, but yeah, y'all, at least right now, y'all got some weather. Oh, hey, look, the product placement. They're both holding iPads, and they're showing the Apple logo. The product placement is amazing. Starting 11 for Seattle. Stefan Fry, back four, Nuhu, Jackson Reagan, Yamar, Alex Roldan. Defensive midfield, Rusnak and João Paulo. Jordan Morris, Nico Ladero, Christian Roldan. Attacking midfield, and Eber as the striker. Rui Diaz is out. I don't know how the hell. I guess it was a preseason injury because they say he's injured. So, Rui Diaz isn't even on the bench. I don't think I put him on the thumbnail, so that would have been bad. Snow yesterday, 20 Fahrenheit, then shot up to 40, and all of it melted. Yeah, that's how it works. I wish it didn't. I wanted to see the orange ball. Another Rui Diaz injury. I don't know. I can't say they should cut bait with Rui Diaz, but they're kind of cutting bait with everybody at the end of the season anyway, besides of their the older core, like Ladero, Rui Diaz, so on and so forth. I mean, that's why Eber is there. So, I mean, they aren't going to cut bait now, but Colorado Rapids in goal, Yarbrough, Gersbach, Andreas Maxo, Abubakar, Rosenberry, back four, Cole Bassett, Ralph Prizo, Connor Ronan, midfield, Sam Nicholson, Darren Yappy, and Michael Barrios, the front three, a 4-3-3 for the Rapids. Cabral's on the bench for some reason. I thought he played well in the preseason, so interesting. Sure, show up though. Robin Fraser for the Rapids versus Schmetzer's Sounders. Kickoff will be about, I would guess, probably not 8 or 7:08. It'll probably be a little bit later because it's on FS1. Oh, yeah. They did do that to Nashville. Yeah. So it's probably 7:30. I wouldn't be shocked. Let's see. Why do they always go by the time that it's... They always get me. Schedule. How we doing, Elias? How we doing? Up late for this. Yep, 19 minutes. I thought so. So that's, yeah, about 7:30 Central. Why do they do this? Yeah, there you go. Kickoff time. 7:25. Of course. Of course. I thought MLS games are supposed to start on time. Even with the season pass, they don't. No, you still got to wait 8 minutes or 25, depending on where they show it. And this is on FS1 as well, so. Huh. Simulcast. So. With Fox's graphics, though. Let's also clear that. I should have known. Why is the game not starting at 8? Because MLS always starts a couple of minutes after the top of the hour, or almost a half hour if it's on national TV. And this one's also on FS1 simulcast. So it's 7:25 Central. I guess you're in the Eastern time zone, so 8:25 Eastern. It's not my fault. MLS always does this. Why? Seriously, that's what gets me. They always say, oh, the game starts at so-and-so, but not really. It starts, yeah. But if you know, you know. But hey, we got a little bit longer of a pre-game show. It's 8 a.m. where you're at. Oh. I don't know what. Oh, you're in Australia then. I was like, oh, wait, so somewhere like New Zealand or Australia, right? Like, that's a full day. Japan's a little bit lower than that. So, Japan's not a full day. Oh, Thailand. Oh, so it's 25 hours ahead. Well, South Pacific. Yeah. Well, now I learned something new. Thailand is 25 hours ahead of me. Thank you. We learn something new every day. I got season pass for free. I had to buy it. So. And I bought my TFC jersey too, so. Mexico against the USA penalty in CONCACAF U17s. We get losing 1-0 to the Quakes, and then Thiago Almada scored a brace, pulled a rabbit brace out of the hat. Thiago Almada is that damn good of a player, and they're showing it right now, actually. My God, that was a banger. Oh, boy. Ha. And then another. Boom! A reigning World Cup champion in MLS. Never thought I'd see the day. Never thought I'd see the day. A lot of the commentary are still cringe, especially... I mean, I think people are complaining a lot about the commentary on season pass, but, you know, I don't know about you. Maybe that's a good thing for the little guy, you know. Maybe that's a good thing for the little guy in general, but especially yours truly. Especially. Exactly. Now, if Canada would have made it, I think I would have done that instead, but they didn't make it, so yeah. here we are talking about Seattle, Colorado. But those goals, besides, yeah, you were. Quake should have won 3-0. 1-0 Mexico. That don't surprise me. I have a question about season pass. There are no commentators for all the games. I was watching yesterday's games and no commentary, just the live feed on Apple TV. Now, there's supposed to be commentators for every game, and there's also home radio. So, I haven't watched any replays yet, but there was, or at least any current this week's replays. I did watch Toronto versus LA, and they had commentary on that. So, there is commentary on every game live. So, either you're watching without commentary on the replay, and it was something you clicked, or maybe it's some abroad, because, that could be a case, but there should be commentary, whether it's radio or the commentators they provided, or maybe even they have the track from John Strong and Stu Holden from Nashville, New York. Maybe that'd be smart. But so there's your answer, I think. Maybe they muted it probably just to save themselves. Morse dyed his hair blonde. Why? You don't have that sauce, Jordan Morris. Don't do it. I think they can win. This is going to be a tight game. Seattle, they played well against Al-Ali. That should give them a head start this season, unlike normal seasons for Seattle. But I like the Rapids. I like how their team they put out. I like the team they put out. There's no Rui Diaz for Seattle. I could see the Rapids winning. This could go either way. And that's why I didn't touch this with a 10-foot pole on betting anything. So, well, hell, I didn't do TFC either, but that would have just been stupid. I didn't bet on anything this week. I just did the fantasy slate and the goal score, whatever they call that in fantasy. That's all I did. At least Bernardeschi scored. I called that. Yeah, I would agree with that. TFC pulled a TFC. That's pretty much all I could say. Watch the review at halftime. It's up. It blew up pretty quickly, too. So, watch the review. TFC pulled a TFC. That's all. Kevin Cabral is going to score 2 goals. He's on the bench. Unless you're saying he's coming off the bench and scoring 2. Which, that would be hilarious. But he played well in the preseason, so. Would you recommend betting on the Rapids? I wouldn't do it. As I said, it's going to be way too close for comfort. Even if you do win, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't even bet on the over, frankly. So, no. I wouldn't recommend it. So will Canada get the last final expansion team? Vegas will get 31. If Canada were to get another expansion team, what city should it be? Canada's not getting the last expansion team, but if they were to, I think it should be Quebec City. No. Calgary or Quebec City, one of the two. Because Calgary, I think they need to have another Western team. I think there should be another Western Canadian team for Vancouver to play with. But if it's not, Quebec City should get a team. And maybe have a reference to the Nordiques. I said reference, not exactly steal the name. But, one of those two. I don't think Halifax should. I think the Wanderers are good enough for them. Hamilton, you already got Forge. You can't really go anywhere else in the greater Toronto area because you got a lot of those CPL teams with TFC. Maybe Ottawa, but again, Atletico Ottawa. So I don't think they'd want to see a team in a USSF-backed league after what happened with the Fury. So for me, it's either it's Calgary or Quebec City. Yeah, that makes sense. If they did, but they won't. But if they did, yes. Las Vegas having trouble finding a site for soccer stadiums, so San Diego might get it instead. I heard that, but Vegas is going to get it. They'll find a way to grease Garber's pockets. They would not miss out on Las Vegas. Or if they were about to miss out on Las Vegas, they wouldn't give a 32nd team until Vegas was ready. but San Diego could be the 31st. I think it would be. I think, honestly, it's probably San Diego and Vegas, though, if we're being honest. So, I don't think there's any likelihood Calgary or Quebec City would be there, but you asked if a Canadian city should get it or what Canadian city would. So I gave you that answer, but oh wait, Calgary is Calvary. Damn it. Edmonton then? Oh wait, yeah, FC Edmonton's dead. You can go Edmonton. Or you don't put one in Saskatchewan. You don't do that. I almost forgot. I guess you could go Edmonton. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, I would say, just stick with San Diego and Las Vegas. 40 degrees in Seattle. Balmy. We are 10 minutes away from kickoff, 9 minutes away. March to the match, Lumen Field. We're going live for this Go Rapids. The jersey's on. Nice to see Isaiah. How we doing? Sadly, I don't have a Colorado jersey, or anything really burgundy. Should you cop a 23 Almada jersey knowing you might be off to a big European club next season or the following? You should do it only because he's your best player right now. And let me tell you, half my jerseys are out of date. The players are gone. Pozuelo, gone. From Toronto and Miami. I have both, and he's gone from both. I have Achara. He's gone. Osorio, still at the team, luckily. Westberg, gone. You should get it. MLS, that's the way it is. It's a selling league. So, Yeah, you already have Almiron shirt anyway. Yeah, get an Almada shirt. That stadium looks full. It's Seattle. It better be. I'll give you that respect. You should. Let's see. Pozuelo, gone. Westberg, gone. Achara, gone. Akinola, I'm surprised he's still there. Oso, still there. 2 of them are customized, so those will never be out of date unless I get 300 pounds. So the Vancouver jersey has the Saul on it, but he's still there, but he wears number 1, I think. So hell, I have jerseys in my collection that have other players that are out of date. So St. Louis has nothing on it. Nashville has nothing on it. But Bernardeschi is going to be in Toronto for a while, so when that comes in, that should be on date for a while. Nothing on the Parley kit. Nothing on the 2017 kit. So they have Kevin Cabral as a player to watch, and he's on the bench. Huh? Yappy's starting out. He's got a hype train this year. He seems like a damn good player. I think maybe getting rid of Zardes wasn't the worst idea, but I'll put Rubio on the thumbnail, and he's not even playing. A moment of silence for Anton Walks. Still one of the saddest things I've ever seen in this league, the Anton Walks tragedy. One of the saddest things I've ever seen in this league. Midfield help. Yep. Why aren't there professional sports teams in Saskatchewan other than the obvious reason it's low population? They tried to move the Blues there back in the day, so it's not like there's been a lack of trying. The only thing that happens is the Rough Riders, which is the CFL, and I like the CFL. They had the Grey Cup there. They just had the Grey Cup in Saskatchewan, so yeah, but outside of that, NHL, I'm surprised they don't have a hockey team. Of course, they won't have an NFL team or an MLB team. They don't have a CPL team. Yeah, it's kind of weird. You would think they'd put some in Saskatchewan. They got Mosaic Stadium. They could fit an MLS team. They got a city anyway, so makes you wonder. Yep. That's the worst. It's sad, but that's the worst part. It's he was in our generation. He ain't much older than us. That's the thing that just hits home even more. Thinking about Anton Walks, it's holy shit, I'm only 3 years younger. That's just the weirdest, like, what, 3? It was like about maybe 4. He ain't that much older. Or something like that. I think what they said he was turning 25 or 26 because Charlotte posted about it. His would be his recent birthday. So, yeah. What do you think about St. Louis, a dark horse? I said they'd make the playoffs. And it looks like they probably will, and maybe more than just a wild card. I told you I like what they were doing. Like, it seems like I was the only person who was like, yeah, St. Louis could make the playoffs. Because it seems like everybody's like, oh, they're going to finish bottom of the West. I'm like, no. And then look at what they did. They beat a hyped Austin team. I know the second goal was a stupid goal to give up, but that's why I guarantee if my dad saw that live, he'd be like, that's why you don't back pass. Because you know he hates that. He would have been vindicated on the Jared Stroud goal. Totally vindicated. Putting that ball forward on St. Louis fantasy next week. Klaus. Your pop's hilarious when you co-commentate live games. Thank you. Sounded like you sang at church this morning. Let's go, Sounders. Let's go, Sounders. Like, remember that thing from South Park where they were singing, let's go, Broncos, let's go. Like, remember that clip? That's what I'm thinking of right now. That clip. It'd be like the entire Mississippi Valley not having any pro sports teams in the U.S. on either side of the Mississippi River. You have a point. But then you got St. Louis. And nothing else. Well, no, Arkansas don't. You could say New Orleans, yeah. Almost, yeah. Mouth of Mississippi. Penalty to Seattle. Probably. You see where I get it from now, do you? You see where I get it from, do you? There's obviously a reason where I get it from. Do you play MLS Fantasy? Yes, I do. And it's It's questionable. Jared Stroud a clown for doing the inside-out Austin jersey thing in front of the fans. Really? I didn't see that. St. Louis said, thank you for your service to Kip Keller. You know he played at SLU, right? You know he played at St. Louis University. You know he did. Apple TV, the official streams partner, getting CONCACAF. No CONCACAF. Only Leagues Cup and MLS. But you have a point. Even though the CCL, the picture of the Lumen Field and the CCL is the background for Seattle games. I don't like it. A minute away from kickoff. Let's make sure we're right on time. Jake Paul, I'm glad he lost. It's hilarious. It was hilarious. We're right on time. Tommy Fury. Jake Paul gone to Saudi and got bounced. Thoughts on penalties? I hate penalty shootouts. They're a joke. They're painful. And penalties in the game, it depends on what it looks like. You know, it depends on what the play looks like. So I can't really just give an overall statement. But penalties are more of a bad thing in my mind than a good thing. Because we're thinking about shootouts. So part of me wants the 90s shootouts back just because I think those are easier. So probably not, but worth a shot. Game's about to kick off. I didn't watch it at all. I just knew that Jake Paul lost. Stefan Fry in goal, Nuhu, Jackson Reagan, Yamar, Alex Roldan, midfield 2 of Albert Rusnak and João Paulo, Jordan Morris, Nico Ladero, Christian Roldan, and Hebert up top. That's for Seattle. Well, it doesn't matter when you get knocked out. It doesn't matter when you get knocked out. Who you got in this game? Maybe I missed that. Seattle, Colorado, or a tie. I think Colorado can win this, but Seattle, they played well against Al Ali. Overall, 2-2 draw. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. William Yarbrough in goal. The back four, Gersbach, Andreas Maxo, the new center back, Abubakar, Rosenberry. Midfield three, Cole Bassett, Ralph Priso, Connor Ronan, Sam Nicholson, Darren Yappy, and Michael Barrios, the front three. Seattle will probably win, but I could see a 2-2 draw. Exactly. I can see that. I agree. It's already in 4K, I thought. Show me your worth of hype, Bear. You'll find out. I think losing Rui Diaz could really hurt Seattle, but plays forward. Rapids are pressing like just heavily right now. We've kicked off, and here comes Seattle. Early on, shot past the post. And we are underway. No, I have not. It seems like something I'd like to watch, though. Only because it just seems so off the wall. But I haven't seen it yet. I'm happy that Priso is starting. I hope he shows levels. That's what I want. I want him to succeed. I want him to be as good as I think he is. I want him to show levels. And I want him to basically outplay what Jack Price would have done. Even though Jack Price will probably get his spot back after he gets healthy, I should say. But, I want Ralph Priso to dominate this game. I want to see him dominate this game. I want him to be man of the match. And I want people who are Mark Anthony K apologists to realize that TFC having him is a problem. So, and we should have never traded Ralph Priso. But again, I said it at first, and honestly, everything I've seen just keeps verifying I was right. I was hoping, and that was a shot from Priso as well. You love it. You love it. Or Yappy, or he played it in. Priso played it in, then Yappy took the shot. Okay, yeah, there we go. That camera played a trick on me. I saw it, though. I think tiebreaker should be decided in a knockout game. 90-style penalties. I know not many people would agree with that, but, damn it, let's try. Bring back the 90-style shootout. See? I wish we could trade back for Ralph Priso, but that's never happening, so 0-0. Seattle leads 28-4, 5-0-1 against Colorado in the last 6 home matches. Damn. Thoughts on the Super League? The new version is better, where teams can qualify for it, but it's still against the Super League. Why is Seattle's numbers so much more thinner than they were at Club World Cup? Because the numbering they used was so just thick at the Club World Cup. Was it something the Club World Cup forced them to do, or was it just, it's weird. Baseball season is upon us, boys. I agree. It is. I really want to go to opening day because it's Cardinals, Blue Jays, but we'll see. Or at least sometime opening weekend. That'd be great. Opening day would be the best. That shit's probably already sold out, though. They probably already handed out the freaking green seats anyway. Three minutes in. Play forward. Oh, Priso almost got there. Man, I want him. Oh, here we go. Seattle down the wing. They have a chance here. Really good opening for Seattle. Shot off the bar. Off the crossbar. Woo, 2 crossbars already. Here's a header. Plays down Hebert over the bar. Man, this game could just get crazy. Hebert is a fake striker. I mean, I don't think New York should have got rid of him, but yeah, that was a horrible first shot taken MLS. How we doing, Mile High? For Seattle, I should say. You know, I don't hate it, though. I don't hate the idea of a 32-team Club World Cup, but there you go. We got 420. Nice. 0-0. And I can smell a loss coming. I think it's a 2-2 draw. I don't know if it's going to be you blow it or you earn the draw, but I think there's going to be a draw. I just feel like most likely it's a draw, but I could see a win either way. 5th minute. Euro 2024 qualifiers are coming up. Don't worry, I'll be doing Italy versus England. Don't worry. I'll be live for it. Don't worry. I'll be live for Italy versus England. That'll be a great one. Here's a header! Over the bar! Over the bar. And that was Nicholson. Yep, Nicholson with a header, and he puts it over. Damn, this game is wild. Just up and down. See, this is nice. This is healthy. This is fun. Boom. A little bit too much, but. Sixth minute. Oh, bad giveaway. Barrios plays forward. Rosenberry. Colorado's on him right now. Pushed off the ball by João Paulo. Bassett pushed off the ball. That's a good thing for Seattle right now. Abubakar plays it forward. That's out for a throw. What is it with Morrison Fry having the blonde hair dye? I have no idea. You thought they would do that for the Club World Cup, but no, they're doing it for the league. You're going to be disappointed if you have to pay to watch the matches. If you're talking about Euro qualifier, it's on ESPN Plus, I think. I think it is. I think it is. So, yeah, but if I do, it's called a copyright strike, and that. Yeah, I wish I could too, but, you know. This is like a radio thing, you know. Except you could see me, but you got the point. But, I mean, here's the cool thing about Apple. I've heard a lot of people complain about the Apple announcers list, like, overall. So, you know. Sounds good for me. Or any of the little guys. Throwing for Colorado. Rusnak on the ball. Plays it back, and this is just sloppy. Seattle's playing sloppy right now. Barrios. Bad giveaway, and it ends up with Barrios. And is he going to beat on pace? Nope. But this is sloppy. I'm saying it's sort of like that, though. You get my point, though. I want to see as many matches during the World Cup 2026 here in Mexico. Here in Atlanta and Mexico. I'll go to as many World Cup matches as I can in 26. Especially Canada. Apple announcers are good for the most part. You might be in the minority. I've heard varying opinions, but I've heard varying opinions. Plays forward. For the games that I was able to listen to announcers, though, I didn't think they were too bad. Like, my thoughts, I didn't think they were too bad. The Nashville game, half that St. Louis game, and the RSL Vancouver game, I didn't think they were too bad. But, you know, seemed like there's opportunity. 9th minute. 0-0. Apple announcers are hot and mid. Yeah, it just depends on who you get. 48-team World Cup. Thanks, FIFA. Is it a money grab? Maybe, but I don't know. Messi to Colorado. If that happened, that would be weirder than the news that Cristiano could have went to SKC. Stan Kroenke wouldn't spend that much money on Messi. That's a freaking pipe dream. Even though he's even back in Arsenal, there's no way. Not a damn way. And I'll admit, I don't like Stan Kroenke. Oh! Yarbrough almost got caught off his line. Damn. Man, this game is sloppy. 10th minute. Like, there's just so much damn near mistakes on both sides. Like, this is just crazy. Apple TV commentators peak, the Spanish commentary, that is. I haven't listened to that yet. So, maybe just to give it a whirl. Yarbrough just, I can't believe he almost, good little flick to keep himself out of trouble there, but, but damn, 10th minute, plays forward, and that was right to Barrios when it should have been to Rosenberry, so that's in trouble. That was a little bit of a miscommunication. 10th minute, 0-0. That's the Revs. Diego Valeri's doing amazing with Apple TV so far. Heard. That's why we signed Illich. And he's hurt right now. So. I mean, Yarbrough wasn't too bad, but yeah, Illich is better. 11th minute. Africa's 10 team sounds stupid at the World Cup. Messi's not coming to MLS, but if it's necessary, I'll be shocked. But if not, he's not. But if it's not, he's not coming. I'm a man of the world. If he goes anywhere, it's Miami. Like, that seems like the most likely form. And that's a bad giveaway. Pass straight to João Paulo. Dear God. Oof, Maron. Oh, so thought Mob was wrong. Got it. They said his injury was like in November, though, so... And it was a finger, so I guess it's the visa thing, but they just can't upgrade it to that. So Thought Mob wasn't wrong, but they were wrong for the reason. Okay. They ain't doing that. If they did a two-leg, they can't do a two-leg playoff in the World Cup final because they're not playing in the countries of the teams. Playing a two-leg final just to get more games out of it, and playing it in the USA or wherever they're holding a World Cup is just, that's dumb. Like, two legs works for the Champions League because it's at each team's stadium. It's giving a team home field part of the tie, and the home field is playing the second leg at home. Advantage. 12th minute, 0-0. But World Cup, though? You mean Africa's playoff? Oh, okay. Should have been more obvious, but okay. So what they did, okay. Yeah, you're right. I thought you were going full-on World Cup, but I was like, it's never been a thing in a World Cup final tournament, so... Prizo. Oh, a little bit of a tough pass, but okay. Plays forward. Nice slip through by Bassett. Gets the ball returned to him. Barrios. That was a bad bounce. Turf, I guess. Playing forward. Maxo plays it forward. Yappy bodying a couple of players and keeps the possession. Takes the play in, that's headed out. Wonder why he ain't starting Cabral. I honestly wonder that too. I don't think there's a lingering injury. I wouldn't think so. I thought he played well in the preseason, so must have been coach's decision. Fraser just chose to sit Cabral. Tactically. That's my best guess. 14th minute, 0-0. My guess would be tactical reasons. He actually looks like he's going to play well for Colorado. From what I've seen so far, Cabral looks like Colorado is a good change of pace for him. Change of scenery. Nations League is meh. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of, but it's a trophy. So here comes Jordan Morris. Could get his first of the season. Lays it off. Shot. Goal. Goal for Seattle. Offside. And they let it off early. They let the pyro off early. Roldan doesn't get it. But that was a horrible. But Colorado gets bailed out. Colorado gets bailed out by the flag because the defense was absolutely nowhere to be found. Just cut like a hot knife through butter. Morris was offside, and then he laid it off. Rolled on with a good finish, but it isn't meant to be. But they got cut through like hot knife through butter, which does sound pretty delicious. Where was Abubakar and Maxo? I have no idea. They were beat. They were beat. You got robbed. No, Morris was offside, just barely, but he was offside. Too many offside goals in the World Cup. But if they know it by meters, like they know the line and they know it by meters, they didn't miss any calls. Like all the calls were right. So I'm not mad about it. If you got the call right, like I don't want to feel jobbed. It's not like there were any calls that made people feel jobbed. The offsides, all the offside calls of the World Cup and Club World Cup were correct because they use the same technology. I hope MLS gets it, frankly, and CCL. Do you like butter on your popcorn in a movie theater? Yes. A hell of a lot. Like, well, tons is facetious, but well, tons is facetious, but I like a lot of butter on my popcorn. Whether it's a movie theater, just popping it at home. Extra. Like extra butter or whatever they call it. Not movie theater extra. Is it healthy? Probably not. Do I care? Not really. I don't go to movies that much. Jesus, acknowledge me. There we go. Acknowledge me. That's Roman. Well, I mean, still. I didn't mean it like that. Okay. I wasn't trying to gimmick steal. You saw Ant-Man today with large popcorn and light butter. Ant-Man? Really? See, I'm not really a fan of the Marvel movies except Guardians of the Galaxy, and the only reason I saw that is because Batista was in it. The only reason I saw that is because Batista was in it. So that tells you where I was really standing. It's actually, those are great movies, though. But Batista was in it. I'm like, I'll give it a kick. At least the first one. And it was good. Then the second one I saw because it was good and Batista was in it. And then so on and so forth. Imagine World Cup qualifiers being 2-leg playoffs. That would be nuts. The new Creed movie comes out March 3rd. Oh, I'm going to see that. Don't worry. Both me and my dad want to see that. So it's going to be for sure. Marvel and DC are both shit nowadays. I never liked their movies. So. Have season tickets to Nashville. Great atmosphere. Go on, you lads. Go on. Come on, you boys in gold. Nice. Nashville's a great town. Nashville's a great town. Great city. So. Movie industry is so ass. I started checking out books at the library. I mean, hey, reading is always good. 18th minute. 0-0. You're gassed for the Creed movie. Me too. Also, there's a movie with Sebastian Maniscalco and De Niro in it on, like, Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to go see that, too. Because Sebastian Maniscalco is hilarious. What do you think about the 2 goals Atlanta at the end? They got saved. Atlanta, 2 beautiful goals by Almada, but they played like crap for the rest of the game. So they got saved by those 2 Almada goals by a World Cup champion. We're one day closer to Super Mario movie, April 17th. I love video games, I love collecting old video game systems as well. Nah, the Mario movie? No. I don't know. I mean, I'll watch it probably to see. It seems like it's just gonna be bad. You know, WrestleMania this year looks trash so far. Most likely will be. If only they'd let Sami Zayn wrestle for one of the world titles and let him win on night 1 and then let Cody win on night 2 instead of just letting it be Cody Rhodes. I don't know about you, but Sami Zayn should main event night 1 for the Universal title instead of the tag team titles. Should be champion already. Y'all do. 20th minute 0-0. The only game I play is FIFA, and that's barely. River Plate losses beginning to panic ever since Gallardo left. Rivers not been the same. Where does Gallardo land his next job? I say Spain, mid-table team like Sevilla or Betis. Gallardo will either go to Spain or Italy, but yeah, mid-table. Yeah, I could see Betis or Sevilla. I would agree. I'll keep saying it because that's what I think. CM Punk will return at WrestleMania. No. Honestly, I don't want to see Punk back. Ever seen Wolf of Wall Street? Of course. Hundreds of times. I got the movie on Blu-ray. I bought it on Blu-ray. I love Wolf of Wall Street. I love it. 0-0 in the 21st minute. I love the movie Wolf of Wall Street. It's like up there with Full Metal Jacket, Wolf of Wall Street, Django. That's a good movie. Headed forward. That looks like there's a foul. 22nd minute. No, that's just not my style. No. More power to you if you wear a cropped Colorado shirt or just wear a cropped shirt in general, but that's just not my style. Yeah, I remember. And I even liked Punk back then, but now I do. Free kick for Seattle in the 22nd minute. Isaiah brought it up. "22nd minute. Free kick for Ladero and Rusnak standing over it. Plays in, popped up. Honestly, the things I want to watch, most of the things I want to watch on HBO Max are Sopranos and South Park. Maybe The Last of Us. But that's about it. Maybe if I find something else, but for now, I know Sopranos, South Park, and Last of Us are on there. So there you go. Plays forward. Oh, that's a bad giveaway. Ronan just horrible pass there. Okay, good for him. Cousin Seattle fans, you want them to lose. That's just, oh, that's gotta suck. That's just, ugh. So yeah, but you should want Seattle to lose anyway. So they're back in MLS. You should want them to lose anyway. But hey, if your cousin being a Seattle fan helps that, there you go. 24th minute. Cross in. Header, rolled on, save! Header, in the goal! Rebound, popped in. Roldan gets his. It's 1-0, and that one ain't being brought back. Christian Roldan with the second attempt off the header, and that's in. Damn, Yarborough got owned. I mean, you played all Ollie and you almost damn near won or should have won. So, no, you should be back. You should be on a front foot. You should start the season hot, knowing that. Yarborough got owned on that rebound. Like, Roldan was right there, and he just gets let through by Rosenberry. Rosenberry doesn't body him out. He just lets him get back for that second rebound. Seriously, though, like, Rosenberry was right there. He should have bodied him off, but he just kept running. He just kept running. 25th minute goal for Christian Roldan. Well, that's 1-0. Horrible defensive play, but here come the Rapids on the other way. Cross in from Nicholson, and that's out for, it looks like a corner. Maybe they could tie it up. They're still at the U17 World Cup, though. They're still going to Peru. STL's sneaky good. They are. And I said they'd make the playoffs, and it looks like they're going to be a team that can. I thought you said Toronto FC was back. I was wrong. I drank the Kool-Aid again, and I proceeded to serve even more Kool-Aid. So I drank the Kool-Aid and then served some. So, no, we're not back. Yeah, that second goal was just, my dad would have been like, that's why you don't back pass. He would have been vindicated. Straight on, as I said. I didn't see the match, but good that Jake Paul lost. Good for Tommy Fury. Yarborough should have done better on the save. I agree. I didn't watch the Jake Paul fight. I just saw what happened. 25th minute, 1-0, or now the 26th. Seattle. This game's just been absolutely sloppy. Will Mexico be champs of U17 CONCACAF? It looks like it. They're up right now. Of the U17 World Cup? No. Of the Nations League? No. And of the Gold Cup? No. No. And of 2026? Probably not. Yes, Mexico will be champs tonight. You'll see them pretty often in the TFC season. I'd say at least, 2 matches? 2-3 matches every month. So I'd say more times than not for those. Of course, there's still going to be some Mississippi State stuff this year too. So there's that. Other than that, how much is MLS Pass on Apple TV? $12.99 a month for if you have Apple TV Plus. I think it's $15 if you don't. $15-17 if you don't. $79 a year if you have Apple TV Plus, $99 a year if you don't. That's obvious. So 28th in Seattle is attacking, $100 a year pretty much. Went on vacation to Mexico this past December, says Brazy, very beautiful. Yeah, Mexico's a beautiful country. It is. It is. The sides. So if Mexico ain't winning Nations League or Gold Cup, then Canada isn't? Is that what you're saying? I'd say Canada has a better chance, but okay. 29th minute. Correct. No. They'll get somebody else. Plays through. That's out for a goal kick. Yep. 28th minute into the 29th. Honestly, I still think they'll win. Not win the group, but they'll get out of it. Atlas is still horrible. And New York isn't that great. TFC should still get out of that group. I won't say win it, but they should at least get out of that group. New York is horrible right now, and Atlas is just trash. It's going to be a race to the bottom, and I don't think Toronto's going to be on the bottom of that group. We have the best 11 in that group, and we have the on paper talent that could make things wrong, but on paper, we should make it out of the group. But CONCACAF, we still dominate CONCACAF. Y'all need Santi Rodriguez. Get him back then. They should have kept away goals. It's weird to not think of away goals, I have to say. It's weird. Like, because it depends. Like, they're all over the place. Like, CONCACAF, the first 3 rounds of CCL's like, oh, away goals count. The final, it doesn't. UEFA, away goals don't count. So it's that calibration that just screws me up in the head. So you should keep away goals, frankly. It's like, oh, wait, that didn't matter. Or that doesn't matter a half times more. Honestly, I agree. Atlas tie with America. Okay, good result. As long as we have John Herdman, we do. If we didn't have John Herdman, I would agree. And that would just get worse as the golden generation retired. But we have John Herdman, so... Okay, now I agree. At finals, away goals shouldn't count if you're using 2 legs. I agree. A final shouldn't end in a tie with an away goal tiebreaker. I agree with that. I'm just saying that overall, CONCACAF used it in round of 16, quarterfinal, semis. UEFA doesn't use it at all. And then they have a one-legged final. So I think it's like, oh, wait, round of 16 of the Champions League. Oh, wait, these don't count. It's just a mental thing that's weird because I'm calibrated to think, oh, round of 16, CONCACAF to count. Well, that's what they're going to do in 24. This year's the last 2-legged final. So that'll be taken care of. Santos Laguna 2-0 Puebla. Yeah, that don't surprise me. 32nd minute, 1-0. Yeah, I agree. Plays forward, and here comes Seattle finding a way through. Headed away, Maxo. Right now, it looks like Apple MLS season pass. Yes, they'll find a way. They'll win they'll win Canadian Championship. They'll do something in Leagues Cup. They'll find a way. They've got like 7 ways to do it. They'll find a way. Is Can Champ our best chance right now? Yes. Will it make CCL? Yes. Cross in. Still the best Canadian team out of all 3. We scored the most goals out of any of the 3 Canadian teams in the first week of the season, just so you know. And without Insigne on the pitch. So, Vancouver scored 1. Montreal scored nothing. We scored 2. And we were this close to be the only ones getting a point. And then we blew it. Yeah, because, well, no, LAFC did lose a 1-legged final, but they blew it in the second half of that. So sort of a small sample size. What would happen under 2 legs happened in 1. Seattle was drawing after 1. Toronto lost after 1. I think Montreal were drawing after 1. RSL, I'm not even going to try to say what happened there. So I don't really think the 1-legged thing was really what decided CCLs or 2 legs finals. I don't think so. Hello, Winvo. How we doing? So I'd say no. 34th minute. Seattle are just dominating possession right now. Real Salt Lake drew their first leg. Okay. Is it strange that yesterday's result still hurts? I might be a sad loser. I mean, normally, no, I would have been pissed off all weekend, but I'm not. Ironically enough, I'm not pissed right now. I'm not hurting. Like, it hurt that night. I stewed in it. I didn't even really scream. It's like, okay, I'm not surprised. The hype was BS, and then I've moved on. I'm like, on to next week. Let's finish Sunday night, Monday night, and move on to next week. So, frankly, no, it isn't strange, but at this point, maybe I'm just apathetic after the bullshit of the past 2 years. Maybe it's just like, okay, as long as if I don't see any proof that they're better, why should I be angry for longer than 5 hours, or longer than by the time, or be angry by the time I still wake up the next day, you know? So, no, I'm not pissed off right now. A couple of months ago, I probably would have been, but right now, oh yeah, Hugo was pissed. I was pissed in the moment too, but right now I'm just like, yeah, let's move on. But even then, I didn't even really rant. Like, it's probably not so healthy to be like overly pissed at something for way too long when you sort of expected it to happen anyway, you know? Oh, look, Seattle has 1.91 expected goals and Colorado has 0.06. Damn. Damn. Oh, hey, at least MLS season passes using expected goals. That's pretty cool. And here comes Colorado trying to find something. Ronan plays on, shot over the bar. So, like, yeah, I was pissed in the moment, of course. Is Colorado trash? I mean, right now, they're definitely playing sloppily. I wouldn't say they're trash. I still think they're a playoff team in the West. But right now, tonight, I'd say they're playing like trash tonight. Yeah. A lot worse than I expected, for sure. But it should be more than 1-0. Do you drink Red Bull? No. If I drink an energy drink, it's probably going to be Monster. Or do they even have Coca-Cola Energy anymore? No, probably not. But no, I don't drink Red Bull. Red Bull's disgusting. Red Bull's disgusting. Besides, why would I fund a rival? Early returns say no. So, do they still do Mountain Dew Kickstart? Yeah, that wasn't too bad either. I'm just glad we're not down 3-0 like last year's road games. Fair. They are playing better than that. Give it time, I would agree. Colorado was trash, but they're not trash, so they get a perfect offseason. I would agree. FIFA officials at Leagues Cup matches. That'll be fun. Free kick for Colorado. Could they tie it up here with 7 minutes to go? They still do kickstart. Okay, there's that. I heard Pepsi's going to discontinue Pepsi Nitro soon. That's sad. Teletoon dying was sad because some programming from them got imported to the States. Yep. Total Drama. 16. Stoked. Remember that one? Wayside. I don't like Gatorade. Gatorade's freaking just, it's bland. Gatorade's bland. Here's the shot. Plays through. Backheeled and over the bar by Abubakar. Damn. Just should have just put his foot on it and it would have been in there. Powerade. I've never tried Powerade. But for me, when it comes to like electrolytes, BioSteel. No, I don't like Prime. I'm not buying anything the Paul brothers are doing. Logan Paul may be great in the ring, great wrestler. He's actually really damn good in the ring, Logan. But other than that, that's the only thing I'll sit through when it comes to them. Corner for Colorado, because, his matches are actually good, so I'll admit. Logan Paul in the ring, WWE ring, awesome. He's great. That was Jake Paul. Boxing, but is Insigne trash or a good signing? I mean, he's good, but he should have been playing at Federico's level. Cross in, header cleared. That's what I expected out of Insigne. I expected what Federico's doing to be what Insigne did, not the other way around. But Insigne is still a good player. I think he's a good signing. He's just not as good as we expected him to be. Like off the charts. Which may have been a dumb expectation anyway. For another corner for Colorado in the 41st minute. Cross in. Headed away and cleared. Goal, yes. Probably. Throw in. Drink real fruit juice. At least they're vitamins. Gatorade's glucose water. No pro soccer players drink Gatorade. Yeah, I'd rather drink regular fruit juice. You're right. Apple. Grape. Orange isn't really, Orange depends. Apple, I guess. I think that's what I drank that one breakfast when I went to, when they had the freaking advanced breakfast at Holiday Inn Express. I think it was Apple, yeah. Throw in Colorado. Most overrated and underrated player in MLS history. Overrated? Overrated. I'm trying to think. For me, I mean, Beckham wasn't like Landon Donovan. I think Landon Donovan is overrated. Underrated? I'd say underrated. I'd still say Stefan Fry. Like, overall, I don't think he gets the respect that everybody should give him. I think he just gets local respect, but I wouldn't be shocked if it ends up being that way. Watermelon, I like watermelons. I don't think I've drank watermelon juice, but I like watermelon, especially if it's seedless. Because I think dealing with seeds is just way too much, but I like watermelon. Yeah. True. Was Rooney trash? I thought Rooney was okay. Zlatan Ibrahimovic was amazing, though. He was perfectly rated. Dinamo smashed Hajduk 4-0. They would destroy TFC. Ivanovic, Ademi, and Lubicic are world class. I agree. I like Kiwis. Yes. Dos a cero. Already. Stefan Fry. If you had to guess, what percentage of players are on steroids and painkillers are also a big problem in football? See, I don't really know what percentage of players are on steroids. Like, I can't really say. Like, I don't think it's that much. Barrios plays Yappy through. That's going to get out for a goal kick in the 44th minute. I don't really have the numbers on that. I'm not going to make a guess because I really have no idea. I don't think painkillers are a problem in the sport, but I think opiates are just a problem society-wise. So it's not my jurisdiction to make a guess. Yeah, he did overcook it. Do you stream or watch hockey? Yes, I do. I do some hockey games at times, especially when the playoffs come around. I've done Leafs games a good bit. I did the World Junior Final, Canada versus Czechia. So I do at times, but it's very rare. Not rare, but it's very, just depends. Headed away, I agree. I agree. Big Pharma. And that's a goal. Goal for Jordan Morris, and it's 2-0. He pops it in there. 2-0 Seattle right before the half. Jordan Morris. I need to see the replay of this. And Colorado's just falling apart. Jordan Morris. 2-0. And it may have should have been 3. Cross in. Morris. Another cross from Ladero. Morris pops in and just flops like a fish and gets it in there. Near post. It wasn't great, but it counts. Flops like a fish. Do you believe the Eric Winalda versus Hercules Gomez drama or just gossip? I wouldn't do that right now. I don't want to speak on it because I feel like if I say my piece, I'm not speaking on it. I've only heard hearsay. I've seen some of the posts about it. I have no idea. I'm not saying nothing. It's probably the smart way to go. I'm leaving it alone. If they're beefing, they can beef. I'm not messing with Winalda. Halftime, 2-0. I'm not worried about Herc. 2-0 at the half. But speaking on it, no, I'm not. Will you be watching XFL? I have been, yes. Halftime, 2-0 for Seattle. We'll get to that at the half. I've heard, so I've seen. We talked about it was brought up last night. So as far as I know, yes. But I'm not giving my thoughts because it seems like they do. It's bad for Colorado going into the half. I agree. Next player, MLS player to go to Europe. Does the MLS Liga MX merger ever happen? I think Leagues Cup is the closest we'll get. Next MLS player to go to Europe, Jack McGlynn. Maple Leafs 5, Kraken 1. Damn. Agreed. Jack McGlynn will probably be the next one to go to Europe. Which is likely? Clean sheet Seattle. Clean sheet Seattle. The under is almost dead. Seattle's going to score again. And I think Colorado may get one back. I'd say clean sheet. So I'd rather go with a clean sheet. I don't think it's that safe either. But oh, you're talking about on this channel? Probably. I'm not watching XFL stream. I'm not doing XFL streams. But I'm watching it in the background. I've been watching games, but I don't think I'll be doing any XFL content. It depends on how things shake out. Maybe, I think the closest I may do is maybe if I went to a St. Louis Battlehawks game, vlogging that, but I mean, the merger is probably more likely to happen, but I'd like to see Copa Libertadores, but I'd say the merger is more likely to happen. But with that being said, we'll take a short break at the half. It's 2-0. We'll talk about the stats, and I'll tell you what I feel about the half so far. We'll be on our way, but sit tight. We'll be back. We're back for the stats at the half. Yeah, I think Bacala needs to go before they're anything more than just mid at best. I agree. But I've been saying that since last year, so. With that being said, stats at the half. We got it going. Wow. Lovely. With that being said, second half, with the stats at the half, 50% possession to 50% possession, 8 shots to 5, 2 big chances missed to 1, 177 accurate passes, 79% to 183, 81%, 5 fouls to 4, 2 offside to 0, 3 corners to 3, 4 shots on goal to 0, 224 passes to 227, 79% pass accuracy to 81, 7 throws to 14, 0 yellows to 0, 0 red cards to 0, 2-0 Seattle at the half. Colorado's playing so sloppily. It's a freaking joke. Colorado's been sloppy throughout the game. Seattle's had better chances to be up more than 2. Seattle's playing the better game, and they were sloppy early, but once they got in a groove, they've been the better team by far. Colorado, they got to play better in the second half. They've got to change their game. They've got to be better. So, for me, Colorado's just been really sloppy this half. And I think they got to play better in the second half just to get a draw. So, Seattle's the better team, especially once they got in a groove. Ever since the offside goal, they've been in a groove. They've been the better team, and Colorado's just been conceding lots of possession, lots of time on the ball, lots of attacking time for Seattle, and they've conceded 2 goals. Should have been 3. Maybe should have been 3. So this should be worse than it is, frankly. Colorado's close on the stats, but if you look at the score line, that honestly tells more of the story than the stats does, and normally it's the other way around. But sometimes the casual thought is right, and their score line definitely telling the story. No. Do I play chess or checkers? I've played chess. Not chess. I've played checkers. I would like to play chess. I'd like to learn how to play chess. I don't think I'd be ever as good as some of the masters, but I'd love to play chess. I'd love to learn how to play chess. I think it's an allegory of how life is, frankly. But I would love to get more into it. Checkers is obviously the easier version. I've played a lot of checkers in my life, but I'd love to really get into chess for sure. I really would. But I also play backgammon too, or at least had a time where I did. But I really need to get into chess, I agree. Or I would love to say that. So. There you go. TFC should hire someone like Eric Ten Hag, and then we might have a chance with Bill and Bob. There won't be enough positive movement. I would agree with that. I think TFC needs some swashbuckling football. That's my thought. Sort of like what Morocco did, but with more offensive play. Yeah, I'm conceptualizing something. Whether it's sell to the highest bidder or not, or just, I don't know. But eating a strawberry crepe cinnamon roll. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. We are not sponsored by Apple TV, but yes, that's where you can watch these games. They are not my Academy Sports and Outdoors. Strawberry cream. That sounds nice. But yeah, that's where you can watch these games, the Apple TV. TFC should hire Pep Lingers. He's probably going to be coaching Liverpool when Klopp leaves. There's no damn way. And I don't think Klopp would let him go do his own thing for a couple of years before he leaves. So, no, it's not happening. Should hire Pochettino. If that was possible, I'd go for it. It's not happening, though. I would love to see Pochettino coach TFC. I'd rather see that than Bacala, but again, I don't think it's very likely. Most overrated and underrated on the U.S. women's national team. Most overrated, Megan Rapinoe. Underrated, for me, underrated. Honestly, I don't know how underrated, but I would say Trinity Rodman. Damn good player. But U.S. Damn good player. I don't know if she's that underrated, but to me, I don't think there's, from what I've seen, there isn't that much like props given, so I'll go with that. I think the U.S. women's national team overall is really fairly rated. Overall, I mean, the younger players are probably the more underrated players, just because it comes with the territory. I liked the Philly kit the whole time, strawberry cream. De Gea's been the leading goalie for Manchester United. Never thought I'd see Manchester United have a steady goalkeeper. They change goalies every year. Remember when Tim Howard was the goalie of the year and they let him go? Oh, yeah, they did. They did. But what about the years they had Schmeichel and Valdez? Or are you younger than that? Or are you a bit young for that? But yeah, De Gea is great. And it's good to see him win a cup with Man United for the first time in a while. So I like Eric. I like what Eric Ten Hag is doing for Man United. He's a great manager. Man United have had De Gea for over 10 years. I know. After Schmeichel, you should. Golden goal rule, thoughts on the rule? I mean, I kind of like the thought of golden goal. I do. Because to me, if you score, I think in some ways they should have walk-off wins, especially in knockout tournaments, especially with quick turnarounds, you really don't want you really don't want these players to keep playing 120 minutes. I think you kind of need to have golden goal, and it kind of heightens the drama. It kind of heightens the drama. I don't know why they got rid of it. Is it not that traditional? No. But I think it heightens the drama. I think it helps the schedule being so heavy because there's so many games. And they're playing way too many games in a year. So to me, personally, if you're playing a knockout tournament that has this very quick turnaround, I think there should be golden goal. Especially with the way football is now, there's just way too many games. The schedules are filled to the brim. This is the best time to have it because let's just say a team makes a crazy run going on extra time runs. They're playing 120 minutes 4 times in a month if they go all the way. That's not great for a player's legs, especially if they only have about 2 or 3 weeks of break if it's a World Cup. And if it's a Leagues Cup, you're going right back to your league. I think the golden goal needs to be implemented. They should have never taken it away. And the walk-off win just adds drama too. I think it was always a good thing to have, and then they got rid of it. But to me, I think it makes sense personally. Or go straight to penalties. If you want to keep it, traditional, go straight to penalties. They got to do something about the amount of minutes these teams play. Why does Toronto FC invest in their squad but refuse to invest in their management medical teams? Because they want the names, but they're like, we're selling you hope. And I guess 2017 it worked out. And it was like, oh. Then they realized how screwed they probably were. And now they have to sell hope, but they really don't want to be that. I feel like MLSE is doing enough to sell hope and sell belief, but not exactly be better, or be great. But as long as they have people on the hook selling hope and they get their season ticket payments, there's no accountability for MLSE to have or to take. So I think it's really just a bait and switch, if I'm being honest. That's what it's looking like to me. Casper has done well. His father was a legend, would never live up to that, but he has a Premier League title. Casper Schmeichel's great. He's just, I wouldn't say he's just as good as his father, but he plays pretty damn well. So he's got a good career of his own, and I think that's good enough for him. He has a Premier League title. He's playing in Ligue 1, played a couple of World Cups, played a couple of Euros. I think he's had a pretty good career on his own. Second half started. We're underway. Fair enough. 3 Santos Laguna, 0 Puebla. MLS is definitely growing. Cross away right to Yarborough, and luckily he didn't cough that one up. MLS is definitely growing. Watching from the UK. Started watching when the big names as Higuain and Chicharito came. Carried on watching because the drama's insane. That's what this league's about, is the drama. It's high drama. It may not have the quality. I think it does. I think people don't give it enough of a shot. I think it does have the quality, but the drama is what really drives this league in CONCACAF. It's the drama. Like, it's the most dramatic league. To me, is it as talented as the Premier League? Overall, probably not. But I'd rather watch the drama of MLS any day than just sit and watch the Premier League and be like, oh, so we kind of know who's going to win this week, and we kind of know what the table is going to end up looking like. Am I wrong, though? I don't think so. "47th minute. They were. That statement kind of rhymes. The one I just said? I mean, I'm pretty good with hip-hop, so I could drop some bars, so maybe that was just on the flow. Like, I didn't even expect to rhyme it, but it did, so I've done that before. Like, I've unironically rhymed something. I wasn't even trying to drop bars, so it is what it is. Word life. Premier League turning into Ligue 1, probably. Yeah, I can see that. League's Cup and group stage tied, going straight to penalty shootouts, as it should be. Used to watch hockey when you were younger, just can't get back into it. I mean, hockey, I like hockey. It's my 1A sport, really. But it feels like the UK, it's like the second biggest place for hockey. Because they got their own league. So, it seems like it is, but yep. Corner for, goal kick for Seattle, the 48th minute. Oh boy. And Colorado started a bit sloppily in the second half too. Oh, there's a good run. Can Ronan play forward? Nope. A little bit overcooked, that pass. Like an Outback steak. That was overcooked like an Outback steak. And over season 2. Seriously, if you still have an Outback, they overseasoned the steak to hell and back. No, it's just not great. Free kick for Colorado. Serie A and La Liga might be more competitive than the English Premier League. Oh, I agree. Like, in the European leagues, I'd say Serie A is my favorite. I'd say that's the best league in my book in the European leagues. Maybe not by talent, but the way the games go, the stakes, I'd rather watch Serie A any day of the week and twice on Sundays, frankly. And I watch more than just, I watch the whole damn thing. Like, I watch any game, frankly. Like, I watch Juventus. I watch Atalanta. I watch AC Milan. I watch Inter. I watch Spezia. I watch Bologna. Anything. Over the top, Ronan, header. Oh. Pre-sell. European leagues can use a salary cap at this point. I would agree. But they're not going to do it. Roma and Napoli are good. Yep. 3-0 ending. Serie A's fun. La Liga I found to be boring. Watch Atletico Madrid game the other day was bored to tears. That's just the way Simeone plays. That's just Atletico Madrid. Yappy, that's offside. Remember Hidetoshi Nakata from Parma and Roma? Yep. Serie A, anyone can beat anyone. Yeah, that's the fun part. I wonder what Bacala Jr., Bacala, and the third Bacala, Mark Anthony K, smoke before every TFC game, and I wonder how much they smoke of it. I would say they do downers. But, well, no, I guess weed would be a downer. So, didn't Nakata play at Pachuca? I think he did, didn't he? Now that you say it, yeah, I think he did. I think he did. I think at least he played in Mexico. I think he did play Pachuca, though. That's a deep cut. Prizo on an island, but hey, Mark Anthony K would have put that straight into the goal. Damn it. You got me going. In his career, Baltimore. Keisuke Honda. Maybe it was. But I think maybe I got confused too. I don't know. If I got confused, my bad. But now that you say it, that's out for a throw-in. Both Milan's, Napoli, Roma, Lazio, Atalanta, Bologna, Juventus. Good list of teams. Yeah. Like, I legitimately want to see MLS teams play Serie A teams. Like, that's my dream. Like, you could say, I'd love to see an MLS like Seattle versus Real Madrid. That would have been amazing. That would have been something. But, I mean, I want to see meaningful games between Serie A teams and MLS teams. And it looks like Seattle scored. We're a little bit behind. I need to pop it forward. Roldan plays forward. Hebert, Rusnak. Lodero, shot. Hebert, goal. Hebert pops it in. It's 3-0. So is he a fake striker now? Hebert scores. That's why I told you the under was wrong. You're only one goal away from, if you bet the under, you'd be screwed. 53rd minute. 3-0 Seattle. Jeffrey Dahmer on the field right now. Jeffrey Dahmer is taking his seat. Colorado's participating in the necrophilia challenge because they may be dead, but they're still getting booked. It's MLS After Dark. We're okay. Well, I mean, Seattle's definitely going by MLS After Dark. More like it's Cinemax. Gee. No, this ain't. No, this is pretty tough. This can't even be Cinemax. Yeah, that was all on a Boubacar. Who say Hebert's fake striker? I don't see it. Watch him out. Isaiah was saying it, but he ain't saying it now. 54th minute. Hebert scores. How do you think Juventus versus Seattle would go? Juventus wins 99 out of 100 times. Probably it does, but Colorado's such trash still. Well, now you're losing 3-0 on the road. Oh, boy. 4th place. Now I can see why people put Colorado low on their predictions. But Colorado could get one back here, and that was a horrible run. Colorado's sucking bad right now. I mean, it's week 1. You can't say too much about it, but it kind of gives you thoughts. Here comes Seattle once again. I'll let them play out this play, and then I'll pop this forward. That's about as close as I can get. There we go. Plays forward. That's going to be a corner. 56th minute. Yeah. Definitely would. Not tonight, though. If Juve subs played Seattle, I give Juve favorites. That'd be a good game. Plays forward, cross in, header. Rolled on, heads it straight to Rosenberry. Luckily, that didn't go in. Another rolled on. Or still rolled on. Same rolled on, but still right to Yarbrough. Jeez, Colorado's playing horribly. This is not as close as I thought it would be. Whoa. They're lucky I don't have any single pieces of paper to pop. As if I did. I'm not getting one out of the printer. '57th minute. Who remembers He Hate Me? I do. The first XFL. Then he played for the Carolina Panthers after it, but yeah. I wish that's something the XFL would do in the past 2 tries. They should let players wear nicknames, because that was one of the biggest things about the first XFL that I'm surprised they didn't do in subsequent tries, especially Vince's 2020 try. Shot! Oh, almost nutmegs Yarbrough. Oh, my word. Oh, I thought, okay, 58th minute. Well, damn. Would the 1990 Serie A champion win MLS today? No. Did Drogba play for Toronto? No, he played for Montreal. Our rivals. Our bitter rivals. And that hurt me to the core. Because I hated seeing Drogba play for Montreal. Because technically he was in the right color. Wrong team. It hurt. It was like, it felt so familiar to see Drogba score, but then I'm like, oh, it's wrong because he's wearing the wrong blue. Oh, yeah. Colorado's on live support. 58th minute. So, did Josie play for Toronto? Yes, he did. He won us MLS Cup. He scored the winning goal in MLS Cup. Do you like MLS better than Champions League? If we're talking UEFA, honestly, yes. CONCACAF, they're similar. That's honest. Well, no, I'd say I like CONCACAF Champions League more because that's the one thing I really want Toronto to get. So that just shows you how much I love the CONCACAF Champions League. But UEFA, no, I like MLS better. Is it somewhat in my sleep schedule? Yes. Is it just because I like, and part of it just because I like MLS better? More partial to it? Yes. It's half. It's half and half. Partial reasons, but no. Colorado's on live sport right now. Can't believe Josie's still in MLS. No, he's still playing for the New England Revolution. I can't believe it. But he played okay at Puebla when he went on loan there last month. Not last month, but last year. You know, he played well there pre-World Cup, the latter part of last year. So he still has legs in Liga MX, so maybe they think, you know, he has legs in MLS, but maybe he does. I just hope he don't score against Toronto. I don't need to see that. Is Pulisic retired? Hell no. Pulisic's not retired. Chelsea just doesn't give him shot to play. Because, hell, even Graham Potter don't like him, which is just absolutely weird. Hope Pulisic be retired. He may have taken a shot to the nads in the World Cup, but he still played the next game. When he scored against Iran, he took a shot to the nads, but he still played the next game. What if I told you Christian Pulisic had that dog in him? João Paulo, Seattle's most important player. I would agree with that. It's like missing him was a really bad thing for Seattle last year. And now that he's back, Seattle's sort of back to at least a mid-table Western club. And I would agree with that. João Paulo is exactly, even though he did win a CCL with him, but not MLS Cup. But I wish they would, but they're not. 61st minute, 3-0. But yeah, João Paulo was boss this game for sure. I would agree. It's actually kind of nice to watch him play. I wish Toronto had a player like that in their midfield. Hell, somebody who was half as good. And that's a foul on Hebert. Yep, he was the best USA player ever. Clint Dempsey. By far. It's not Landon Donovan. It's not Freddie Adu. It's Clint Dempsey. At least for me, it's Clint Dempsey. Weston McKennie's already. All right. I like Weston McKennie, but he's not there yet. 62nd minute. Cross in. Header. Nope, they'll clear out for a goal kick. I still think Clint Dempsey is severely underrated. Like a lot of people disrespect what Clint Dempsey did in his career. And he's a Seattle player, so the fact that I'm respecting him tells you a lot. That he's that good. Like he was that good that I'm going to respect a Seattle player. Yeah, he did take Fulham to the Europa League final, yes. And he scored against Juventus that year, too. One of the best goals I've ever seen from a CONCACAF player abroad in England or Europe. Like, the fact that I respect Clint Dempsey and I like him says something about it. How about Tim Howard not the best? For me, it's hard for goalkeepers to be the best player in a country's history or a team's history. They got to do so much more. Tim Howard's a legend, don't get me wrong, but he was a great goalkeeper, but I don't think he has the resume to say he's the best player ever in U.S. history. I don't think so. He doesn't have that overwhelming resume. What if the USMNT had a prime Clint Dempsey and Landon Donovan at the World Cup squad? They would have at least got to the semis. If they were playing with this current team, semis. Like, the one thing the U.S. really needs is a striker. And Donovan would have been better in the midfield. I think he would have played well with Adams and McKennie. Probably not Musa. I think Donovan would have replaced Musa, but order your new Cucho Black kit, $245 down the drain, but it's worth it. Carol Figueroa will be on the 2026 USMNT men's World Cup squad. I mean, that sounds, yeah, I could see it. I wouldn't be shocked. 65th minute, 3-0. Freddie Adu faked his age. No, he didn't. Tim retired, yeah. Now he just owns Memphis 901. I think he even stopped trying to play for them. I think he stopped doing that side show where he plays for them sometimes. So, yeah, I think he's retired. Tim Howard. But he still owns them, though. What do you mean, Freddie Adu? He never faked his age. I don't think there's been any U.S. players that faked their age. That's going to be cleared away by Nuhu, and that's going to be a corner for Colorado. I said they were in the final. They didn't win. And yes, Atletico beat Fulham, yes. I was talking about the Clinton Dempsey against Juventus goal. Cross in. Cleared away by Roldan. Another cross for Colorado. Header, and Abubakar misses it. Seriously, if the Rapids ain't being sloppy, they've got some bad luck. They've got some bad damn luck in this game if they ain't been sloppy. Seriously. Tim Howard's 43 now. Goalkeepers can play to their 43. Gigi Buffon is almost damn near 50. I know I'm probably exaggerating a little bit, but he looks like he's 50. I know he's a little bit younger than that, but Yappy shot, saved by Fry. Stefan Fry with a save, and it's another corner. Point is, goalkeepers can play in their mid-40s and still probably be passable. At least that's the common thread I've heard. But how is Zlatan still playing? He's not a goalkeeper. Because Zlatan's a GOAT. Zlatan is a god amongst men. And Abubakar misses another shot when he could have easily had a goal. Throw in for Seattle in the 67th minute. Southampton are getting relegated in May 2023. I agree. Leeds will stay up. Of course, Fulham has done well. I can't believe I'm complimenting Tony Khan, but Fulham's doing well. I can't believe I'm complimenting that money mark Tony Khan, but Fulham is doing amazing this year. Southampton are going down. Leeds are not going down. Leeds are staying up. I'm calling it now. Everton's going down. Southampton's going down. And Bournemouth. Bournemouth, Southampton, and Everton are going down. Best comment of the stream. Which part? Calling Tony Khan a money mark? Or are you talking about these comments? Tony Khan is a money mark. Thank you very much. Who has a pissant company in Jacksonville, Florida. If I was a wrestler, I'd rather work for the Saudis than Tony Khan, unless Triple H starts his own promotion. But if it was between the Saudis and Tony Khan, I'd rather work for the Saudis. Zlatan would be a horrible manager. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. And Yappy has the ball. Barrios, shot, saved by Fry. Man, Colorado's unlucky at this point. They should have a goal by now. It must be yours comment. Zlatan won't retire from football. Football will retire from Zlatan. I believe it. Oh, so you were talking about that. Oh. Hashtag clip. Ron Anderson shoots on AEW. The clip. Well. Clear the damn ball. Maxo gets it to Yarbrough. That's a save. Do you like Ronaldo or Ife? I'm a fan of Cristiano. Cristiano. I respect Messi, though. I've started to respect Messi. I'm started to enjoy Messi for whatever time he has left in the sport. But Cristiano's still my guy. But after the World Cup, I really like watching Messi in the World Cup. I've started to respect them both, cherish them both, you know? So that's that. Can't wait for my grandkids to tell me about this new upcoming football star Zlatan. I wish I could make that joke about Tom Brady, but alas, he didn't play to 50 or 55. Who's better, CR7 or Brazilian Ronaldo? Cristiano. And here comes Kevin Cabral making his debut for the Rapids before or after Leo Chu and Montero come on. And there's Kevin Cabral. Leo Chu and Hebert off for Montero. Leo Chu and Roldan off for what? I'm confused now. 904 hat trick. Laugh. Kevin Cabral wearing number 91. That's the weirdest stuff I've ever seen. Hebert off for Freddie Montero, as well as Roldan off for Leo Chu, and it looks like now Jordan Morris is still on the pitch. 71st minute. Does Team Canada have a better future than the USA? As long as John Herdman's there, yes. Rosenberry's off for Wilson, and Cabral is on for Barrios. Having some chicken with some flavored rice and green beans. That sounds pretty good. Like if Canada still has Herdman, yes. If they don't, I think the USA is just a bit better. But it also depends on who USA gets as their manager. 72nd minute. It's honestly hard to tell. Hard to say. Like recent future, like in the next couple of years, Canada. Like in about 10, 20 years, USA. But that's just what I got to say. What about Mexico? No, they're still screwed. I mean, Diego Colca is a good manager. He could probably get better results out of them, but they're still screwed. They ain't changing nothing that needs to be changed. Here comes Seattle. Cross into the box. No, plays it back to Montero. Jonathan David is good. Yes, I agree. And some falafel and Persian rice with yogurt. That sounds pretty good. Mexico won the CONCACAF U17 championship. Like, that's a question mark, or you're saying they did? Let's look. Let me Font Mob front page. Do what I gotta do. Let's do this. Plays forward, clear the ball, or no? Let's see. CONCACAF. Playing forward, 73rd minute. That's okay, so they did. All right. Men's under 17s. And they have. Yep, 3-1 Mexico in the U17s. Yep. 74th minute, 3-0. That sounds, yeah, I agree. 3-1 Mexico. The only trophy they have on the men's side, they kept it. In a year, they're going to try to get back the Gold Cup, the Champions League, the Nations League, the Leagues Cup. Thanks to you guys for keeping you company while eating dinner. Nice. Happy to be part. 74th minute. What's Viva Toronto? It's a TFC shirt. It's a TFC t-shirt. It was a Hispanic Heritage Month shirt, but it looked like a lucha mask. That's why I got it. I am a gringo through and through, but I'm a gringo through and through, but it looked like a lucha mask, so that's why I got this shirt. I know it's a sugar skull, but it kind of looked like a lucha mask, so you know, that's why I got it. It's a TFC shirt. It kind of looks like a lucha mask. So, had a dip from home, still watching the stream. Okay. So, yeah, it was a Hispanic Heritage Month shirt they had on MLS Shop, but I got it. Kind of has the vibe of a lucha mask, so there you go. So that's why I got it. It kind of has a metalish vibe too, which I'm good with that as well. Throw in for Colorado. Prizo, oh. But no, that was a pretty good pass there. Sadly, it did nothing for Colorado, but they still have possession. I expected better out of Colorado. I didn't know falafel emojis existed with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Brazy. Name a former NFL player's career you wish lasted longer. Well, Tom Brady. I wish he was still playing. I still don't like that he retired. He could have played till like 55 with a TB12 method. So, no, Tom Brady. Is that sort of, I don't know. Is it sort of joking? I don't know. But if we're being honest, though, Wes Welker or Danny Woodhead. So basically any like mid-2010s Patriot that's retired. Pretty much. That's about Randy Moss. Colorado have been very disappointed. I agree. I think Randy Moss could have went a bit longer too, and I'm a big fan of Randy Moss. So Yappy, again, another mid-2010s Patriot. They may not have won any titles until 2014, but those mid or early 2010s Patriots teams have a big connection to those, even though they lost to the Jets in the divisional round. Graham Potter or Bacala, Bobby Bacala. At least TFC won't get relegated. So that probably saves Bacala. That's what gives it to him. The zone sucks. No MLS this season. Apple season pass. I know what falafel is. I didn't know there were falafel emojis either. That was the question. Now, I guarantee you there won't be any emojis for pasta fazool. And no, Cooking Bill Nye, it's not pasta fagioli. It's pasta fazool. Go scratch your nose. And yes, I was just watching a cooking show where they were making pasta fazool before I turned this game on. So, and they kept saying pasta fagioli. It's pasta fazool. Stop acting like that comedian that was on Growing Up Italian. It's pasta fazool. Go scratch your nose. That loss last night. That's just spaghetti, not pasta fazool. That loss last night hurt like a bitch. I agree. 79th minute. And I also went to Subway a couple of days ago and they had a Coca-Cola on the menu, and I'm like, that's gabagool, not Coca-Cola. Not Coca-Cola, that's gabagool. That's gabagool. Can't make it. Would be awesome to go to the first home game against Atlanta, but can't make it. So I'll be here. 80th minute, that's going to be a foul. Free kick for Seattle. Also, Pride Month gives us cool MLS warm-up jerseys. I agree. Those jerseys don't miss, I can tell you that much. Max is coming on for Colorado for Ralph Prizo. And Josh Atencio is coming on for João Paulo. Ralph Prizo's off for Max. I don't know if that's the move you should make. Is that a sub or is that a burrito? The last three projects have been great. Each one surpassed the other. I agree. Max has the same agent as a vendor. Aren't they both Brazilian? Well, that would make sense. 81st minute. Ooh, plays for it. Oh. If this stays 3-0, that's good for Seattle. Seattle is a team that almost beat Al Ali. Al Ali got 10 Champions League titles. Seattle got 1. That was the correct result. Burrito emoji, okay. We'll see which one I like better, the Parley jersey or the Pride jersey. See which one I like better. Real Salt Lake 2-1 Vancouver. What a comeback. I mean, good for y'all, Real Salt Lake. Good for y'all. Vancouver is mid. I was scared they were actually good. But no. Damir Krylak is back. Cross in. Ladero to take the corner in the 82nd minute. Do you stream a game every weekend? Yes. Headed away. Headed in. Goal! Jordan Morris with a brace. He heads one in for 4. And that's going to do it. Jordan Morris in the 82nd minute. (4-0) Seattle. That's a whipping for Colorado. That is a whipping. That's a paddling. Not even at home to watch the fourth. Mr. ROTC scores. Header, close range, and Yarbrough could do nothing about it. And Bassett tries to get up, but Mr. ROT, I could see it. Yeah, Mr. ROTC. Jordan Morris is a ROTC kid. Well, yeah, Rory didn't want Seattle to win, but Galvan is on for absolutely no reason with 7 minutes to go. I mean, at this point, just pack up and just get ready to go. No, Rory didn't want Seattle to win against Al Ali. I know that firsthand. He didn't. 84th minute. Nicholson for Galvan. Heads it back to Yarbrough, and it just keeps getting worse for the Rapids. Or it almost can, but it looks like it's going to get worse. It looks like the Rapids are just going to let this get worse. Normally, the scoreline doesn't tell the story for the game, but today it was the story. The casuals would be right in this case. The casuals would normally say that the scoreline tells the story in a match. It normally doesn't, but tonight that is averted. It 4-0 did tell the story. Oh, I'm aware that Al Ali is a great champion and they exist. I'm just biased. I never said this channel wasn't biased. I never said I wasn't biased. This is a pretty biased channel when it comes to things like, just look at Toronto games. Did I really give the gravitas to DC that they deserved on their goals? No, I did not. Was I a little bit quiet on the Al Ali goal against Seattle? Yes, I was. This channel is a biased channel. If I want somebody to win, and it's more of an open secret that I want a certain team to win, it'll seem like I'm rooting for them. So, I never said this channel was unbiased. That's probably the biggest problem with it. Do you think the scores more scores a storyline? Today, the score does match the storyline of this game. The score is what this game is. It is a drubbing. Vancouver lost, Toronto lost, Montreal lost. I know. Al Ali is a great club and a great champion. Next time that Al Ali meets Seattle Club World Cup, Al Ali will eliminate Seattle just like they did this month. Probably, but you would hope it's closer. 86th minute. (4-0) with 4 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Seattle top of the league right now with their goal difference. We got Monday Night Football tomorrow night. Portland versus SKC, and hopefully it's an orange ball game. That would be great. Cabral gives away a foul. Vancouver had poor defense. Y'all don't know about Real Salt Lake. Welcome to Salt Lake City. Slap. It just got slapped. Colorado, my friend, you just got slapped. Here comes past the post, Seattle. Yes, that really just happened. Well, everybody saw it. Everybody laughed and clapped. That was a How I Met Your Mother reference if nobody got that. Got to see your idol Roman Reigns last year. Good for you. I mean, I would be. If I was a Kansas fan, I would be scared. I think Portland's the favorite, but, you know, we could see. I mean, anything can happen. It's week 1. Who knows? I mean, I didn't expect Colorado to get slapped up. I thought this was going to be close. I did say there'd be 4 goals in this game. I just didn't think they'd all be Seattle's. Saved by Yarbrough in the 88th minute. Timbers 3-2 SKC. I could see it. I don't think there's really any defense right now. Like, the defenses are weaker than the offenses. I think it could be a high-scoring game. I think so, but Timbers would probably still win. I think, didn't I say 3-2? I think I did. 89th minute. Somewhere, I think. 89th minute. Seattle playing forward. They haven't taken their foot off the gas, which I wouldn't do in MLS. Even if you're up 4-0 with like a couple of stoppage time minutes left to go, I wouldn't let it. Am I taller than Messi? I think I'm just a bit taller than him, if not just as tall. What is he, 5'6"? I think I got longer legs. Like, I got some freaking, for a short guy, I got some long legs. Like, my legs are freaking, seriously. So I think that probably give the look that I'm a bit taller. Probably. I'm as tall as Pozuelo. I'm taller than Javinko. I'm taller than Insigne. I'm as tall as Messi. So, yeah, Ivicic is top 3 in MLS. The SKC kid is mid. 90th minute. Like, the hoops, they did it better before. Colorado playing forward. Galvan plays on to Max. Max with a shot past the post. It curls just past. Max could add his first of the season, but nope. Like, Colorado legitimately has gotten a bit unlucky in front of goal tonight. I will admit that. I think they should have at least had a goal or two. I don't think they'd come back and win. But 4-2 seems a lot fair. I think they've been a little bit unfair or screwed and unlucky in front of goal. 90-20 with 40 seconds to go, and then this game will be over. 1 minute of stoppage time. Rapids playing like Broncos country. Kevin Cabral. Rapids country. Let's ride. Let him cook. Let Cabral cook. That's not what he wanted to cook. "4-0 to the Seattle Sounders. I guess that's not what the Rapids wanted to cook. And that is going to be, nope, not yet. Full time. 4-0 to the Seattle Sounders on Sunday night. It is 4-0. Colorado got slapped up. And there you go. I never said we're all fans of Seattle. I'm saying the channel's biased. But with that being said, I'm a fan of Toronto first, but 4-0 to the Seattle Sounders. I mean, in that Al-Ali situation, I was, but whatever. With that being said, that's it for this stream. If you liked it, like and share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that super chat button. Send comments. Put comments in the comment box. Send this to your friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for the review. I'll be back for that. I'm running. I'm out. Peace.